With graphics like that, this guy must work out.
What's up, folks? Coming to you from the shop. Got my heater working this evening, so you are hearing a little bit of background noise. I'm going to show you my job site box. So I've kind of given you a couple videos on different tools I carry for different jobs and the stuff that I carry standard. This is my job site box. So I keep this with me. I put the tools that I need to do to get a small job done. Doubles has a miniature workstation, so I can cut stuff on it. It's got wheels and a handle. I've had 2 or 3 of these over the years. I kind of like this size. I've experimented with some really big ones made by Husky and some other different manufacturers, but this is the one I've continually gone to. So kind of show you what's inside. So this is actually an electrician's bag. That's where I keep my hand tools that I use. So if I'm going inside to do a bunch of small repairs, I'll grab this and take it with me. I've used several different sizes over the years. I've been using this for a couple years, and it's perfect for probably 3/4 of the small repair jobs I do. It's got just enough tools for what I need to do the jobs. So inside here, some of these you've already seen. So I keep my multi-tool in here. I've got a video about this. I've got a Ryobi impact driver. Let's see, there's your model number on it. I like this little drill. My cordless nailers use this same battery, so I keep this in here, use it quite often. Try not to drop it. I keep my DeWalt light in here. Let's see, got a DeWalt drill. Showed you this one before on my drills. Keep this in here. It's got a chuck so I can use it for my drill bits. You've seen these before, drill bits. I keep those in here. I've got a bunch of loose ones, but these are the ones I try to keep in the case. Sledgehammer. Just a cheap plumb hammer. You can get these for like $9 or $10, just a 16-ounce hammer. I don't spend a ton of money on these because, like tape measures, I lose these all the time. So just a standard hammer. Speed angle. Need a good speed angle. My DeWalt chalk line. Good chalk line. Those are left over from the job. A couple of DeWalt batteries for my tools. Pipe wrench, some pliers, a pair of work gloves. I'm not real big on safety, having safety items with me at all times, but I do keep a pair of gloves just in case I'm cutting tin or something. Some of these are just loose tools, so try to show you the way it actually works in the real world, not the way I would like it to be. Cheap tape measure. Like I said, I lose these constantly, so I think these were like $5 or $6 a piece at Home Depot or something. I had a couple large Stanley Maxes that I have left on job sites or something happened. Usually a good tape measure. I'll try to use these cheap ones on tile jobs because pretty much after I get done with a tile job I have to throw away whatever tape measure I'm using. Putty knife. Needle nose pliers. These are just some random bits that I use. They're kind of my common bits. So, and this is kind of a smorgasbord of different bits. Kind of go over my tool bag now. So let me set it up here. Like I said, this is an electrician's tool bag, but it's what I use. A pair of wire pliers. I really like these vice grip pliers. It's got a little button in here. You can adjust it up or down. So I keep a good set of pliers in here. Probably one of my most used items, this little pry bar. It's really good for taking off trim. prying boards and stuff up. It can get in tight little places. And it's really good about taking stuff up without breaking the trim around it. So, little detailed work. Chisel. Sorry about that. Keep bullet level in here. This is a keyhole saw. If you call it something else, so be it, but that's what I call it. It's for cutting holes in drywall. You can also use it for, it's got a hacksaw blade in it right now, or a metal blade for a sawzall. We keep that in here. I've had a bunch of these over the years. I like this little Milwaukee multi-tool. It's got several different size bits inside here. Phillips, straight. It's got some stuff on the other end, but I don't use it very often. Actually, I've lost it, but it's still got a, I think that's a 5/16 that I use on occasion. So I always have one of these in my tool bag. Keeps me from having to get a straight and a Phillips. I also keep a straight and a Phillips in case I end up leaving this somewhere. You never know when you're going to need one of these, because this is kind of bulky. So if you're trying to get to like tightening a doorknob, these are a little more convenient. Electrical tester, set of Allens. I keep a standard and a metric set down in here. I had an Allen pack, but I had a hard time finding a decent Allen pack that you wouldn't break, so I just went to carrying these. These may be, I think they're Stanley, they're from probably Walmart or something, but keep a good set of Allens in there. Let's see, some razor blades for my razor knife, pencil sharpener right there, electrical tester, and a line level. So those are the tools that I use on a daily basis. Like I said, it's just going to depend on what kind of work you do. Based off the kind of work I do, these are the tools I need for just about every job I handle. Well, for the vast majority of the small repair jobs. Granted, if I'm doing a remodel, I'll bring this in with me, but I also use a bunch of other tools. But for most of the work I do, you'll find, you'll have a set number of tools that you use all the time. One thing I would say, though, when you first start out, you'll probably be like I was, and you'll carry a ton of tools. You find out you don't use them all the time. You'll eventually get to where you taper your tools down that you carry with you to a job down to something smaller and more manageable. Less likely to leave something on the job site. It's just less weight you got to carry around. So everybody's tool bag is going to differ based off what kind of jobs they do. So hope this video helps. Let me know if you got any questions. Thanks.
This guy needs to be a poster child for birth control. If you like that video, hit subscribe.